Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Pop the Cork. We are joined once again by the ever enthusiastic, wonderful Christian O'Quintons, our property sommelier. We are pretty excited about today, yes? Yes.
I am.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this day since last year.
Right? Me too. Countdown has been on. So it is National Eat What You Want Day. So on Monday, I put a question out to our Facebook fans, and I asked them, for this special holiday, what are you going to be indulging in? So you can see we have a plethora of options in front of us. We have some cotton candy, we have some pizza, we have some strawberry shortcake. Side note, that was mine. And we have some donuts. So I sent that list to Christian, and Christian is going to tell us what you can enjoy with these special items you're going to be indulging in later today. So I'm excited to hear this. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Freedom, baby, is what we have in front of us. We all crave sugar, don't we? One of you actually craves something savory, pizzas. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. But anything else, it is just sugar. Why not? If there is only one day a year that you can justify tremendous amount of sugar, why not do it today? And why not doing it the right way? All right, so if you're going to have something that has to do with tremendous amount of candy component to it, like the cotton candy, literally as soon as the cotton candy hits your palate, it becomes a candy solution only, rather than on top of your palate. What do? So much sugar. You need something with exactly the same amount of sugar to go ahead and battle that out in your palate. Ice wine. It's a Cabernet Franc late harvest ice wine from Canada. Ice wine means that it's been left on the vine through the growing season and it's been affected by really low temperatures, concentrating the mass, concentrating everything within inside the grape, producing this tremendous amount of sugar content. Vinification is arduous, vinification is long, but the result is absolutely brilliant. Don't forget though, to have something this sweet, you must have something really with certain concentration of acid also, just to produce balance. But the level of sweetness, it is there. So the strawberry candy, the cherry candy, those molasses that come out of this wine, it is never dull. It is always bright. It will go fantastic with the cotton candy. Remember me when you're doing that, cotton candy, ice wine, Cabernet Franc, Inskeline, right there from Canada.
You can find it where?
You can find it here in Atlantis. No, you can actually go to the Whispering Vine. The Whispering Vine, if you live in Reno, with Whispering Vine, you will right there on 4th Street. If not, if you live in California, go to Bevmo. You should be able to find it in Bevmo. If not, give us a call. We'll allow you to come over here and taste a little bit. We always do that. No worries.
And I'm also going to add, so if there are anything that you want to, if you're watching this and you want to add, like you're going to be indulging in, I don't know, just name it. We'll see if we can stump Christian with some
no, you can't.
No,
you can't.
So the next thing we have is pizza. It's the Butcher Boy pizza from Cafe Al Fresco. So it has sausage and pepperoni and.
That's my favorite. But by the way, this is the one that I used to have a few years ago when I was working my way up within the company. This is lunch for me. So the number one wine that comes to mind for me, it is a great Argentinian Malbec. Yes, Argentinian Malbec is austere, it's delicious, it's full body, tremendous amount of boysenberries and blackberries, a hint of mocha, tobacco. Why not right on that bay leaf that is really hard to find? That some sort of kind of a minty aroma at the end is really hard to find. Some shavings of chocolate, bittersweet chocolate. If you pay attention to it, you should be able to taste all those components. And never forget that this Malbec is exposed to brand new and a little old combination of both French oak, adding that roasted herbaceous component. Quite delicious though. Yum.
So yeah, you can kind of class up your pizza a bit with a nice Malbec. Love it.
Why not? Yes, Malbec, one of the top wines of the 21st century. Thank you, millennials. I do love you.
Okay, the third one is my personal favorite. It is the strawberry shortcake. You can see it's huge. I don't know if you can clearly capture that on the camera, but it's a layers of amazing strawberry shortcake deliciousness. So I'm curious about this one.
All right, so this is some sort of kind of a contrast that I wanted to play with it. The idea that you're going to go ahead and try to pair something into a vanilla light. Because this is vanilla light, this is custard light. This is sort of kind of an angel hair with the strawberries that has been exposed to a reduction period. Tremendous amount of sugar in it.
Yes.
And very fluffy, some sort of kind of a lot of oxygen in it. At the same time you take a bite, your mouth is absolutely full of it. How do you cleanse your palate? Well, don't do it something similar. go to the opposite way. This idea of candy lemon, butterscotch aromas that comes out of the Rombauer. This Rombauer Late Harvest Chardonnay, it only happens probably every 5 years or so. It is called botrytis. Botrytis means that the grapes have been affected by a specific fungus. Yes, I said fungus, and that's okay. It is really great though. So all those spores, they adhere themselves to the skin of the grape and they create perforations within the skin, releasing all the water content, concentrating the sugar. You vinify that, and again, arduous, lengthy vinification process, attention to detail, creating this austere, gorgeous, out of this world texture, aroma, and flavor. And you want to contrast that, because otherwise everything is exactly the same in your palate. It becomes boring. Pay attention to what I'm saying, kids. I know what I'm doing.
I wouldn't have guessed that, honestly. It's
right.
really interesting. Yes. Okay.
Next one.
The final one we have are donuts. Gotta love the donuts, right? So we have 3 different varieties there. I don't know if it necessarily matters what you pair with that. Donut to donut is a donut, maybe not. I don't know. But what would you pair with a donut?
Well, this is an homage to our great contributor all the time, Miss Shelley. She's around here waiting for the donut presentation to be done, because she's gonna dive into it. This is America, my friends. Doesn't get more American than a donut, yes? And you do have that sugar glaze, that candy glaze that goes on top of the donut. So whatever the donut dough is, it will be affected tremendously by what kind of glaze and what kind of candy they go in it and what kind of filling goes in it. These are simple donuts that have been glazed with sugar and candy. To say that, I wanted to go ahead and think about arguably the sweetest dessert wine ever created in the world. And that comes from yours truly, most gorgeous home country in the whole wide world, Spain, right there, southern Spain, Jerez. You find the area of Moriles, where you find this amazing traditional dessert wine. It's called Pedro Jimenez PX. If you go to a store, you say, do you have any PX? If anybody knows what they do, and they'll be able to head and tell you, yes, I do have a few bottles of it. So the texture, aroma is pretty much into a candy, almost to the point of reduced marmalade of figs and plums, with just a hint of orange marmalade into it also. Just a dab of cinnamon and anise. It's quite delicious though by himself, but this would be something absolutely brilliant to pair with your donuts, because they come together as a way of contrast and creating this balance in your palate. I love it.
Huh. Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot.
Sure.
For National Eat What You Want Day, Christian O'Quintance, what will you be enjoying? I know it's probably a protein shake or like, I don't know, protein of some sort, but indulge me here, let me know.
Tonight my wife is making me mozzarella caprese. Mozzarella caprese, and it's my favorite dish, and I'm going to be having it probably with a $1 High Sauvignon Blanc from Saint-Sucre. It is absolutely delicious. It hints those aromas of grassiness that we're supposed to be able to find in Napa, Sonoma style of Sauvignon Blanc, but at the same time, it gives you those aromas of kaffir lime, those hints of tropical guava, mango, and kiwi that I'm looking forward. Very much stainless steel Sauvignon Blanc, high acidity, gorgeous. Mozzarella caprese, honey, and coming home tonight around 9 or 10.
I feel the need to point out that we have cotton candy pizza, strawberry shortcake donuts, and Christian goes with mozzarella caprese for his National Indulgent Day.
I love it.
So, gotta love it. Okay, so we have a couple questions. Oh, no, we have a question. We have Yanni, who loves the cotton candy. She has every time she comes to the buffet. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Now you know you could pair it with a nice ice wine.
Thank you, thank
Perfect, love it. And then one more question. You were just in Napa. What were you doing there? What was it like? Did you have a good time?
I took some of the superstar team members that they're responsible for the wine sales of the fine dining, our just flagship restaurant, our steakhouse. They work really hard. They go through a tremendous amount of months of lengthy studying to become very well versed in wine sales. The best ones, they win a trip, a 2-day, all expenses paid, to the Napa Valley, and they go back behind the scenes to talk to winemakers, to vignerons, to talk to enologists, to talk about and to learn how do the wine that we sell in this property came to be. From the soil, the vine, the vinification process, the aging process, and then the tasting analysis of the wine. How is it that the one vintage is different from another one? They had a great time. In the meantime, they drink a lot, they ate a lot, they had a great time.
That's the way it
awesome
should
weather.
be. That's the way it should
Yeah.
be. So if you come and dine in the Bistro Napa or Atlantis Steakhouse, you know that the team members here are highly trained. They can answer any questions that you might have about your wine selection, and they're here for you. So I think that's it. All we have for today.
It was fun.
It was fun. Tune in 2 weeks from today for our next segment of Pop the Cork. Until then, we will see you later. Cheers, everyone. Have a good day.
Cheers.